VSA Texas, Opening Minds, Opening Doors, presents Writing Your Story.
Hi, my name's Chris Strickling, and I want to give you some tips on how to write your story. First, write about a powerful experience or memory. Then you will share it with others and determine what the theme or the meaning of your piece can be. Then you're going to consider the audience that you're writing for. And then you're going to rewrite the story to make the theme or the meaning even clearer. When you write your story, we usually are going to ask you to start by writing about a powerful experience. Most of the time that means you're going to write from a powerful memory. A memory could be a story from last week or this morning or from your childhood. Doesn't really matter. If it has power for you, it will have power for your audience too. After you write it, you'll have about 15 minutes to free write, and after you write it, you'll be sharing your story out loud with the other people in the workshop. What they'll do with that is to listen for what the meaning of your piece is and what the theme is. Let's talk about meaning and theme. Meaning refers to the idea that perhaps your story teaches a certain lesson or has a certain message to deliver to the audience. Maybe it's about overcoming a difficulty, or maybe it's about connecting with people in an unusual way that would have some meaning for your audience. Theme is a different idea. Theme is, what's the story about? Is it about advocacy? Is it about relationships? Is it about challenges you face? Those themes are important when we think about putting the stories together for a later performance. What will happen the first workshop is you'll produce a story based on a powerful experience or a powerful memory. The people that are in your workshop will listen to your story. You'll come to some understanding with them about what the meaning and the theme of your piece is. And then you'll need to consider your audience. Anytime you write or perform a piece of writing, you have to consider who's listening to it or who's reading it. You'll write a different story if it's for your mother than you would if it's for your best friend. The style would be different, maybe the theme would be different, maybe the meanings would come out differently, but it's different depending on who your audience is. And you may be in front of an audience of friends and family when you do this reading, or this performance, but you may be in front of a group of people you've never met, a group of healthcare professionals, or some other group that's interested in hearing your story. So you have to consider what they already know or don't know about you in order to make your story meaningful to your audience. Once you've considered the audience, and you'll do that as part of the workshop, you'll have a chance to revise your story. And the point of that will be to make both the meaning and the theme clearer. And a couple of ways you could start to do that is you might want to add important details about what actually happened. So we've had a young man who wrote a great story about being at an advocacy conference, and he got sick and he ended up in the hospital, and he missed his opportunity to receive a big award. The story he actually wrote the first time was pretty complete, except there were big details that he left out. We didn't know what he got sick from. We didn't know how he got to the hospital or what that was like. And it's pretty interesting things that he was able to answer and give us that information as soon as we asked the question. So that's the point of having people listen to your story. And so because people have listened well to you and asked you good questions, you have an opportunity to make your story, the message, more clear, like what actually happened, and also the theme might become clearer. And through this process, your story becomes part of a larger group process, and everybody's writing and their contribution is enriched by that.
For more information on the Opening Minds, Opening Doors project, please visit our website at www.vsatx.org/OMOD or call us toll-free at 1-866-489-8412.